There is so many orbs. The biggest orb before I came on flew down here, and then there's just been one going up there. So embrace the orbs today, guys. The energy is pumping, to say the least. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and we are in December, ladies and gents. What on earth is going on now? On earth is this happening? But it's here and it's real. And we are just 20 days away, give or take, from the end of the year, stepping into 2025. And if you are in my Conscious Conversations community or any of my communities, you know exactly what I have been saying is going to be happening come 2025. So, today I am going to be speaking to you all about the full moon that is happening in just a handful of days' time. As always, I apologize for popping the video out late, but I have had quite a lot on my plate. Lots of really exciting things are going on, and it's been the first opportunity that I've had to film this. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that, obviously, this is coming out in divine timing, as they always are. So, what has been going on in and around the world in the month of December? It has been wild. It has been fast paced. And my friends, it's going to continue. Even the most normal of people are telling me that linear time is collapsing. So, it is a really, really exciting, potent period. And I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to really get invested in the holiday period, the holiday season this year, even myself. And I'm a bit of a Scrooge when it comes to Christmas, but even I am getting completely invested in it this year as we step forwards into a brand new year and the year the world is going to change. The year the world will never look the same after. Now, you may think that you've seen it all already, but let me tell you straight, you have seen nothing in comparison to what is about to unfold, my friends. So buckle up and buckle in, because the full moon energy update is coming in just a second. Now, we are running some really powerful events in the first quarter of 2025. We are going to have a healing hang. There is so many orbs. The biggest orb before I came on flew down here, and then there's just been one going up there. So embrace the orbs today, guys. The energy is pumping, to say the least. And I love it when it happens. So it's just bloody amazing. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, like I was saying, we are going to be running a healing hangs in the first quarter of 2025. I do not know the date as yet. However, I do know the dates for Soul School, and I also know the date for the Quantum Series Mastering Your Mind, which is an in-person event. So Soul School online is going to be the 16th of February 2025. We're doing it as an evening event so that everybody around the world can attend, and it is going to be the first. Look at these orbs. Like, one was just in my hair, just like, oh, it's so beautiful. We are really, really going to be pumping some beautiful energy into Soul School. 2025 is going to be Soul School's year. Everybody is going to know about Soul School. Everybody is going to be aware of Soul School. The passion project, the humanitarian project that I have been running for the last 6 years, is going to gain some serious traction. So please, if you would like to come along and contribute to making this a reality, then please do that on the 16th of February. Now, if you are in the UK, or if you can get to the UK easily, please do get yourself to Birmingham on the 22nd of March 2025. We are going to have one heck of a rocket of an event, and we are going to take the world to a whole new level. This event is going to be much more focusing on getting the mind programmed for success, getting the mind ready to create what is in our hearts. So we're going to break down all of the belief systems. We're going to remove all of the procrastination and anything that has ever held you back. And we are going to go all guns blazing in to 2025 as if we already have it in the bag. Because, ladies and gents, we do. I've made some huge predictions for 2025 for personal. I've set some huge goals, and I just want you to know that you are going to be able to experience it all as well. How super exciting. So, if you want to come along to that event, I'm going to pop some links in the description field below whereby you can obviously get involved in that. So, let's go on to the full moon energy for December 2025. This is the last full moon update of the year, ladies and gents. How exciting. So, the questions that I was asked as I was channeling the full moon energy update was, do you wish to continue with delusion? I think it's fair to say none of us would like to continue with the delusion, right? It's been a bit challenging the last however long you've been alive. And it's now time to really step forwards and get connected into our future. But this is the question that they are posing to you. Do you wish to continue with the delusion, or do you wish to step forwards into your connected future? I just had a weird hiccup then, didn't I? That's really interesting. It's time to close out the old cycles once and for all. Karmic cycles require choices of higher, much more loving of life. It has been such a heck of a month in November, clearing the karma, really sitting with ourselves, really being open to the shifts that are taking place in our lives. This is the crescendo. This is the conclusion. This is where it's all going to happen. We have got to get out with the old and in with the new. And it is really important that we recognize that this energy is highlighting moments of time coming up for us to grow and to get gain clarity. So it's bringing things up to the surface. So let's say, for example, you're just starting to see a different side of your partner and you're like, wow, who even is this partner? Who is this person? We're bringing it up to the surface. We're really starting to have to look at it with a whole new vision on our faces. It's tough when we have to do this, right? It's really tough when we have to do this, but we are in the stage of cutting deep into our wounds so that we can heal them once and for all. And often that looks like having to let go of people, having to welcome people back in. I had a gorgeous conversation with somebody today and suggested to them, like they were saying that they wanted a relationship with a family member. And so, I spoke to them about how authentically they could reach out, how authentically they could lean into that desire without cutting off the values and the standards that they've held on this subject before. Anything is possible right now. And actually, this full moon in December is going to be really lucky. We are going to realize how lucky we are under this full moon, under this beaming light that is going to be there. We must remember that hard truths create so much hope, so much optimism for the future. So it is time for us to recognize that we have to get connected to these hard truths and step forwards, lean into it. So, a bit like what I was talking about with mastering the mind in March, what we're doing right now is we're recognizing how noisy our brains have been. We're recognizing how the mind has been manipulating us for some time. And now it's about bringing in the heart-driven future. Remember what my book is called, ladies and gents, From Head to Heart. The longest journey that you will ever take is that journey there. This is the journey that this December we invest in. The irony of me calling my book that a few years ago is wild because all of the energy is just talking about it leading from head to heart constantly, consistently. So it's very interesting that my first published book is called that. It's just divinity, I guess. I don't know why it surprises me, but it does still surprise me every time. This full moon is going to be very polar. So we're going to have some really amazing things happening, but we're also going to be having some not so amazing things happening. And what's going to happen is as they're happening, yes, we're going to hurt. Yes, it's going to be exciting. Yes, it's going to be, depressing or whatever the situation is. But then very quickly, we're going to recognize the gold. That's what is coming out of this full moon. We are living and breathing our manifestation for the better. We are literally bringing everything into reality now. We are bringing in peace. We are bringing in love. We are bringing in harmony. We are going to bring in luck. We are going to bring in positivity. Remember, whatever you speak you will create. And I did a really powerful Instagram live a couple of days ago, or today, or I don't know, at some point. Everything's blurring into one with me right now, ladies and gents. I do apologize. Um, I did a very powerful live and I was talking about how, we co-create, how anything that we speak, how anything that we think we are bringing into reality. So please know that this is very important for us to get a grip on. That's the words that they're giving me. Get a grip on it. Truth has to come to the surface. No matter what happens, we will end up seeing it from the greatest good. A loss, as painful and as grieving as that may be, is going to be a very good loss very quickly. Likely a win will be a happy win. So that's a beautiful. So if you see something positive happening, don't think, oh my God, something bad's going to happen. Just go along with the win. Allow yourself to be excited, be happy, be positive about the win. But likewise, if something really, really, something that you didn't see coming, because that's what I actually see. I see a lot of curveballs, curveball, curveball, curveball. So if you get a curveball in your life, sit with it, feel it, be present with it in the knowing that at some point you are absolutely going to be able to see it from the greatest good. Now, continuing on from the truth coming to the surface, we have media and politics under the spotlight. There's going to be a lot of noise about the media. There's going to be a lot of noise about politics. And what we're going to be recognizing is all of these different nuances that have come together to get us to where we are now. As far as I'm concerned, it's like someone has literally lifted the curtain and it is just on fast forward right now. Again, watch the governments. The governments are going to be shifting around the world under this new light. Remember, we're bringing the light to the surface, so everything in the dark is going to get seen. This is the last ditch attempt by the darkness to keep us in this illusion, in this matrix, in this spin that we have been in. Like I said a short time ago, we are in the stage of conclusion. We are recognizing the wisdom for us all to be able to connect with authenticity once and for all. Remember, authenticity is the key. Love is the answer. Authenticity is the key. This is how we're going to step forward. This is how we're going to create. This is how we are going to set our intentions and bring in the goals into reality quick, sharp. We're going to be manifesting and bringing in results quicker than we've ever known as we step into next year. So 2024, the year generally was all about letting go of everything that no longer served us. I think letting go has been a really big thing for me in 2024. I've had to let go of people. I've had to let go of staff. I've had to let go of all sorts of different things in this year, and it has been as much as it is horrible on the heart as you let go of things that you don't want to let go of. Actually, to sit there and feel the heartbreak that I have experienced from some of these things has actually been such wisdom for me to be able to grow and to be able to serve humanity even better. And what this has led to is an absolute, catastrophic shift in the soul school movement. By me actually recognizing that things that I was holding on to were burning my hands. And I've spoken about this a lot. Release the resistance, ladies and gents. Feel the heartbreak so that we can achieve what is required and what we incarnated to do. There is going to be a mass uprising with this energy. It's quite a feisty energy that is in the full moon, a bit of a sassy one and very flirty. If you are flirting with anyone right now, let me tell you straight, this flirtiness is going to go up through the roof on the 15th of December. We are really going to get our flirt on. So enjoy it, ladies and gents, because I know I'm going to. As we are uprising in this energy, as we are taking our power back, we're going to shed the masks that we have had to wear over the years to keep other people happy and ourselves small. People pleasing has to go. No more sabotaging. Of course, people will still sabotage. Of course, there will be people out there. However, you know where you are on this journey and which side of the split you are going to be on. So stop blagging yourself and actually get on with the work and do it for real. All of the systems are collapsing. I actually pitched Soul School. I don't know if pitch is the right word, but I spoke about Soul School to some very well-known entrepreneurs last week, and I said that it was going to be the replacement of the medical, the health, and the educational system. And it was like the glint in everybody's eyes as I said that was like nothing that I've ever seen. It's time. The systems are collapsing already. We are on such a high revolutionary timeline right now, and we are catapulting every step of the way. We're experiencing timeline hops. We're experiencing shifts within the Schumann resonance that we have never witnessed before. It has been such a powerful period of time. And very interestingly, a lot of people don't know because I haven't communicated it, but from the day that I did something, it has been nonstop. And it is just one day soon I'll share about it, but it was almost like, right, we've got her where we need her, and now it's time to really, really up the game and really take this forward. Because when I opened the Gateway for Consciousness in Nepal back in October, I got there, it's go time. 2025 is go time. Everything has to collapse. The world is not going to look like it does today this time next year, which I'm excited about. So I'm going to be sat here this time next year with my cup of peppermint tea, and we're going to be talking all about how revolutionary this year has been, even though it will probably be very fast, very feisty, and freaking scary at sometimes, I would imagine. So, with all of that bearing in mind, it's really important that we up our self care. It's really important that we up our self love, whatever that looks like to you. So, for me, self love is things like going for a massage, going for certain therapies, getting out into nature, horse riding, just beautiful things like that. So, please get clear on what it is for you. And on top of that, the other thing that I would recommend is detox time. So take time out, detox from the mental game that you are consistently playing. I would also encourage everybody to take a bit of a tech or a social media detox. I'm doing this frequently at the moment and I'm loving every second of it. So embrace that opportunity that you have to be able to create the detoxed version of yourself. This is where we need the world to be. And the only way that we can do it is lead by example. We have so many people around us that are constantly on technology. I mean, I'm on it a lot. My business is on it. Obviously, then there's my phone. But I'm kind of outsourcing things right now, like my social media and stuff, so that I can take less time on technology and leave it to the people that are amazing at that stuff, whilst I go and create and bring in and actually make sure that Soul School is a reality between now and the next few years. So, obviously, as the truth is going to unfold and we're bringing everything up to the surface, there is going to be a lot of drama. You are going to see drama in your life. You are going to see drama in your kids' lives. You are going to see drama all over the place because it is time to bring everything up and out. The image that I'm getting as I say that is like it's time to almost vomit it out of us so that we recognize our authentic self and recognize those who are not of authenticity. Comment in the chat below if you have recognized somebody recently, like, wow, who on earth is that? If you have had any moments of that, please, please, please do let me know. I would love to hear from you. It's amazing when you start to recognize these things. What you will also recognize is that those who are of false light will start to come to the surface. I had a day last week, I had maybe 7 or 8 different people reach out about the same person, asking me if I could help them because they're recognizing the false light within this person. We are going to recognize the people that have not been leading from love. They've been leading from whatever they have got, whatever they have needed, whatever they have looked to achieve from us over the last 5 years. The blinkers are coming off, the sleepy dust is being wiped. That's what's happening right now. Now, that's kind of like the lower vibrational side of the polarity that I'm predicting for this full moon. There will be spontaneous adventures. Oh my God, she says, oh my God, do I need any more spontaneity in my life? Yes, yes, I do. So I'm going on a spontaneous adventure this weekend coming. We are having this activation of desiring more, more connection, more love, more peace, more heart-driven activities, more just all of those beautiful things. This full moon is going to really shine a light on love and relationships. There's going to be a remembrance of a happy ever after. It's almost like we're going back to black and white relationships where things are just very, very basic and simple without all of the noise that we have created. As I said, flirtatious behavior is going to go through the absolute roof. So if you're chatting to somebody, flirt with them. If you're dating somebody, flirt with them. If you're in a relationship with somebody, flirt with them. If you're married to somebody, flirt with them. Use this period of time to really get your flirt on, ladies and gents. There's going to be a big drive around sex during this full moon. So relationships and sex are going to be coming up during this time. What emotions are coming up for us to face in regards to relationships, in regards to sex? What do we need to realize? What have we held on to? Where have we got ourselves lost along the way? What connection do we desire? How can we make that real and raw? Every one of us must go in the direction that we choose and honor what is going on within us. We must respect ourselves and we must choose what it is that we desire for the future. It's very important that we recognize everything is a choice. Expectations and obligations are being broken. The spell is being broken. All of the unusual expectations that we've had on people, all of the expectations that guys need to provide and women need to nurture, every bit of this is just coming together so that we can actually come together and flow in peace and harmony. Now, the words they gave me for this next thing are very odd. Look for a relationship with new financial opportunity. I don't know what that means, but look as to how you can create more abundance for yourself. Abundance is going to be massive through the moon and also going into the new year. Like we can co-create, we can manifest, we can create abundance just like that. It's just we sabotage it with the limiting beliefs and the thoughts, which is why I have been guided to do an event very much premised off of the mind and the way that the mind works. It's time for authenticity. It's time for real. And it is a time that everything is illuminated, what honors our soul. So we are basically bringing up the light within so that we can honor our soul, honor our journey, the whole reason why we incarnated. We have consciousness shifts taking place all over. Recognize how powerful your mind is and create it. Recognize that the world is going through a spiritual awakening right now. We have messages flying in from every which way in the form of orbs, in the form of messages from animals, in the form of messages from people, in the form of all sorts of different forms. So please recognize your gifts are coming back online. We have such an amazing opportunity this December. What do you intend? How do you create? I did a gorgeous little exercise with my Conscious Conversations community on Monday, and it was all about visualizing the world as you see it for the future. Took us maybe 5, 10 minutes. What does your world look like for the future? What are we going to choose for 2025? Let this light from the moon shine on it and shine so bright on it. Let it shine strong. Ladies and gents, that is the energy update for the full moon that is taking place on the 15th of December. Now, as always, I'm going to give you a little exercise to do so that you can really enjoy neutralizing and embracing these energies that are going on around us. So, as always, the first thing that we do is we just smudge our auric field. And as you are smudging your auric field, say something along the lines of, remove all that no longer serves me, and bring the energy to me that will assist the co creation of the future I deserve. And then as you walk around your space, obviously, depending on where you're doing it, if you're doing it outside, you don't need to walk around your space. But I always like to sage or smudge my space on a full moon. So walk around your space and ask for the guidance, the wisdom, the encouragement, the assistance from your ancestors to bring the creation of your intentions and your goals to fruition. Let's ask for it to be helped into reality. Once you have finished with that, set up a beautiful space. And I'm really being guided to say petals of flowers. So maybe set up some petals or set up some flowers if you've got like potted plants or anything, just set them up around you and then get yourself into a beautiful state. I would put some solfeggio frequencies or Milan or something like that on playing in the background and drop into a space of meditation for 13 minutes. 13 is a very powerful divine feminine number, and we are very, very encouraged to call on the divine feminine energy to help us bring things into existence super quick. So please sit for 13 minutes, 1-3. Once you have done 13 minutes of meditation, please come out of your meditation, grab a piece of paper and write down your 2025 goals. What are you going to achieve? And your 2025 intentions. Now is the time to co-create. Now is the time to really put some energy behind it. Once you have finished the full moon exercise, use this as an opportunity to go and create a gorgeous vision board with everything that you have just put down on your pieces of paper. How much money would you like to be earning by the end of 2025? Are you going to have a baby by the end of 2025? Where are you going to be in 2025? What countries are you going to visit? Who are you going to serve? How are you going to serve them? How are you going to show up in the world? And let yourself run wild with this. Allow yourself to have huge imagination right now, because this is where we are going to be able to create the future. It's our time. Ladies and gents, please do remember to hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. If you like the content and you feel that other people will like it, please share far and wide. Every time you share, you help me out so much by getting these messages in front of new people. Likewise, anything to do with Soul School has got to be a good thing. So please, please, please do that. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please do go to the subscribe button, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Lots of love, guys. I will see you for the final energy updates for 2024 in the next week or so. Lots of love.